and go. Okay, so it had been a while. Been a week since I played this game, I think. Where were we up to? I'm back to school now. After a nice stroll and a nice love story. It had been a while since the day's lessons ended up, and I went back home. But that very afternoon, I would have to pass by the school again. Oh no. I leave the clinic that's next door to my school, and I decide to take a detour through the scenic route. Seagulls! There's a park with a small pond located behind the school, and I like to wander there from time to time. I mean, if it wasn't like that, I'm sure it would be very nice to walk through. It's sloppier than you'd expect. The water is nearly dried up. It has a strange hue that's extremely off-putting. That doesn't change the fact that it's quiet and welcoming here, when you just want to take a peaceful stroll. As I sit on the park bench at the edge of the road, I flip my pen in frustration as I'm unable to recall the words for its paper counterpart. Then, with a heavy sigh, somehow my thoughts are suddenly led astray. I still have time to go, and I take a look at this place the email mentioned. I remember the place not being too far away from here, and even though I know it's stupid, it still piques my interest. That's right. Our love. The one I mentioned just, a minute ago. We never received her in the parcel. Someone has taken her. Forget it. I said I wouldn't go. Why would I? Anyway, to make a fool out of myself in front of Ziva? No, for story, for plot, for drive. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. Oz also said we should be making the most of our time we have before our final exams. It's true, we should go study. Yeah, it's true. There isn't much time before the exam begins, and after that, I don't have any plans. But is that the reason enough for an anything goes attitude? That isn't the right question. The most important thing now is to think about what I truly want to do, without forgetting to consider the risks. In the worst case scenario, what could it be? A kidnapping? Bah! I'm not important enough to be kidnapped this elaborately. You'd think that, but no, it can't be anyone. And if it's just a prank, then who cares? I don't even like this town. I'll just leave once I finish high school. I don't really care how the others see me either. I'm curious to know who sent me that stupid email. I should stop overthinking it. Exactly! I should go investigate it and find the truth myself. What now, Ziva? Take that. Thrilled with the result of my monologue, I jump up and flip off a random, unsuspecting cloud. It's not like I actually care about the cloud's feelings, but it's obvious that I was caught up in the moment and had temporarily abandoned my own principles. What nonsense am I even... That's it! Had to go. You're totally right. I have to change my attitude to hell with everything. A huge hat flops out of nowhere, concealing a girl underneath it, who then also decides to flip off an unsuspecting cloud. Upon closer inspection, I see that the hat is normal size, but the girl underneath is just puny. For no apparent reason, that shorty walks up to me and answers a question I haven't even asked. What am I doing here? I've been on that bench the entire time. I was drowning in sorrow until you decided to sit next to me. Naturally, I assumed you were going to hit on me. In fact, I don't know why it didn't happen more often. Although, it's a pity that you just had to be so ugly. No hard feelings, but I have high standards. Is she making fun of me? What type of title is that? Is that me? Well, I mean, you're intriguing in your own way. It isn't good to be so forceful. First impressions aren't everything, girl. Can I go now, please? Who's talking? I don't know. The important thing is that you aren't a pervert. The important thing is that you aren't a pervert. You came to cheer me up. The titles don't help. You see the titles and the... I don't know, Spee. I don't know how you knew what I was thinking, but your words have inspired me. Thank you so very much. Hopefully I'm getting the voice right. Alright, this is an easy voice to remember. I have no idea what's going on. It seems that when I sat here, I didn't realise someone else was sitting here too. Now she thinks I was talking to her all along. That's what I get for thinking out loud. Normally, people would think you're crazy for doing so. You never expect to attract crazy people. I don't know who she is, but I need to stay calm. Like she's a predator. I mustn't let her smell my fear. Ah, my nose is blocked. She's sniffing me! You smell like a good person. Crazy, do not touch. I think I'm gonna like you after all. You have a better chance than I initially thought. You should be proud of yourself. You're scaring me. I'll do like you said and just enjoy the moment. My condition shouldn't be an obstacle, and overthinking it isn't going to solve anything. Right so. It's been a pleasure finally meeting you face to face. Until next time. Thank you again. Or was that me speaking? Yeah. She leaves as suddenly as she appeared. I'd like to say something in reply, but I'm speechless. In fact, I think. Tossing aside things I'd rather forget, I'm here to check this place out because that mysterious email. I was thinking there'd be a cowboy or someone to challenge me to a duel. That'd be cool. But nobody else is here. I should have known that, considering where I am, in an unfinished neighborhood. They started building a ton of complexes here, a little less than a decade ago, but they blew the budget before finishing them. This playground is one of the few things they managed to finish, but with no one around, it's no wonder that it isn't popular. I can confirm that personally, since I usually pass close to this area when I visit the library, and I've never seen anyone else here before. It seems that I came here for nothing. Or at least, that's what I think until I spot a leg hanging out amongst the tube railings and slides. Keeping my distance, I sneak around the playground, trying to find out whose legs they belong to. And sitting there is a girl! Hello there. I immediately recognize not her identity, but the gesture she's making. Between her fingers she holds a pencil, which she used to trace lines along a sketchbook that propped up against her knees. While listening closely, I can hear her humming. Sometimes she rubs her pencil against her lips while in thought, or looks away from the sketchbook to view her subject from another perspective. She doesn't seem to notice my presence as I hide behind a tree, planning the best course of action. Alright, Sharon, there's nobody else around here, so she must be the one who sent that email. Or at least, she must somehow be involved in it. So I go out, wanting an explanation to that email. Seems easy enough. As soon as I begin to emerge from my hiding spot, I immediately jolt back behind the tree. Wait a second! If she's waiting for me, then why is she sketching here? She seems so immersed in her drawing to be waiting for someone. She hasn't even looked at anything but her paper and subject. Actually, it must be difficult to see much from her vantage point. She must be waiting for me. It makes more sense to wait from someone where you can see an entrance. Another possibility is that she wants to ambush me. That accounts for why she's hidden. Then maybe she's got too caught up in her art and forgot about me. In that case, I should try to catch her off guard. Why am I overthinking this anyway? I have the upper hand here. I just need to move first. I should just be friendly, give her a good impression. It'll still be a surprise attack, but not any aggressive. I stealthily step out from my hiding spot. With cat-like reflexes, I climb up the slide and grab one of the monkey bars near where I want to slide down next. I sneak behind the girl with the intention of surprising her before she can react to anything. Ah, gotcha! Eh? She's gone. I failed my mission miserably. Decide to survey the area just in case. when I finally noticed her running out of the park, feeling with all of her art supplies in hand. Well, now what do I do? I scratched my head in confusion, with no next plan of action until I gazed at a nearby garbage can. She probably hasn't really realised that nobody came to empty the trash, seeing as it's filled with her scraps of paper from her drawings. Failed drawings. It's pretty full, so she probably comes here often. The scraps have been kind of illustrations, clearly drawn by someone with natural talent, of animals, fantasy creatures, what one would expect from a movie. They aren't the work of an expert, but they have that quality that dazzles me. Except for a small detail, what's written next to them. This one has a story that begins with an inter-country religion war that somehow ends with an intergalactic war with vampires. Another is about a magician summoning spirits in a post-apocalyptic city. Their enemy seems to be a gangster werewolf, also from space. This one stars a group of globe-trotting demon-hunting mercenaries. The demons aren't from space this time, but hyperspace! This is giving me aneurysms. That is good, but the concepts, no, such much. There aren't too many cliches. I'm starting to wonder if they're all actual parodies. Maybe she's mocking me. Rah! Or maybe she's just skipping text across me. Looking down, I finally find that the culprit is a common drawing pencil. That's weird. I saw her using this a minute ago. For her to drop it like that, she must have been in a pretty big hurry. I mean, I was sneaking pretty fast and stealthily, but she still caught on. Then I realised something. This happened to me at a pond too. I was talking out loud without noticing. She must have heard me while I was rambling behind the tree, and I must have scared her. That must be why she ran away. She has to be involved with that email business. She ran away because I was about to catch her. Okay. I can't let things end like this, right? We have unfinished business, my dear nameless artist. There you go, speaking out loud again. What a tizzy. Alright. Well, usually ended on these screens. But it's only been 12 minutes. Next! No, wait, what am I doing? Stop it. Shut up. I mean, yeah, okay. Maybe I just got caught up in all of the excitement. Let's just say that sometimes I get lost in thought and maybe lose control of myself. It becomes of those kinds of situations that I'd rather take things slowly and consider my options first. When I decide to improvise, nothing good ever comes of it. After leaving the playground, I tried to catch up with the mysterious girl before I lost sight of her, while also trying to be careful as not to let her see me. I couldn't just approach her with other people around. They might get the wrong idea if she goes on the defensive or accuses me of something. Finding the ideal moment was essential, although I think my decision was bad since I decided to. Whee! Hide inside the cardboard box. Like in that one kids game, every time she make an unexpected movement, I stop and conceal myself under the best possible camouflage ever. It wasn't easy talk, considering my 35 years of experience as a triple agent for some of the most important spy agencies in the world. Well, no, to be honest, it was just an excuse to spy on someone while hiding inside a cardboard box. It was on my bucket list. My intentions were good, and that's all that matters, right? Ah, yes, Solid. Metal Gear Solid. I haven't played that game. Maybe I should. Maybe I should record it. Although I do like Snake on Super Smash Bros. It was a pity that everyone kept pointing me out. It sure didn't help my stalking. What's the problems with people who like hiding in cardboard boxes? If it becomes a trend, you'll all become begging to me help. Still, I have to say that is incredibly uncomfortable. I wanted to say unfortunate, but no, uncomfortable. It's a good thing I'm the kind of person who follows his conviction through to the end, no matter what. By staying well hidden, I was able to continue following my target. After changing streets, the target changes directions at an intersection and went down a street I knew well, since I usually take it on my way to school. It was hard to keep up with her the whole way. I'm not good at sports. In fact, I'd say I'm below average as far as the proficiency is concerned. Not that it is easy to sprint while wearing a box. But that damn girl, seemed to be competing for the 20 km power walking Olympic gold medal. Why was she in such a hurry? We passed by a flight of stairs. That would have been a good place to stop. Take the stairs down and return home. I even live nearby too. What a pity that my common sense was turned off, or out of range. Maybe the cardboard box stopped the connection from getting through. Boop, boop. Finally, we reached the apartment block, forcing me to leave my companion cube behind. Damn. I discreetly followed behind her and used my foot to catch the door before it slammed shut, before I snuck into the lobby. In for a dime, in for a dollar. But then I'd probably lost sight of my objective. I ran up the stairwell as quickly as I could, while my target used the elevator and found myself in front of the apartment she entered only moments ago. The pursuit shouldn't have ended there, but then she came back out of the apartment. It took less than a minute for her to reappear, having left all of her art supplies inside. Luckily, I was hidden out of sight in the stairwell. Imagine my surprise when she not only walked away, but also left her apartment door ajar. The thing is, I've never been good when it comes to resisting temptation. So I took a small peek inside. I saw a single light on in one of the rooms. That brings me to now. I'm shamelessly breaking into a girl's apartment. I was drawn to the light like a moth to a flame, seeing as the rest of the apartment was veiled in darkness. She definitely lives there. Here, there, here's there. The walls are filled with pictures of her friends and family. It's a bit messy overall, but my room's still worse. At least here I can actually see the floor. She even has some sport trophies on display. The closest thing to trophies you can see in my room is my figure collection. Isn't it beautiful? Worst of all, I can find any clues to my mystery. My package definitely isn't here, and there isn't any evidence that she knows me somehow. I shrugged before deciding to leave, but not before returning the pencil I found at the playground and placing it on a desk. I figured it's the least I can do. At least, at first, I thought about leaving it with the rest of her art supplies, but I couldn't find them. So on the desk it goes. I stalked her home. She deserves it back. I make my way through the darkness and out of the apartment, quietly grumbling and wondering how I can be so unlucky. The front door is difficult to open, even using my full strength, because the frame is close to the door floor, making it resistant to movement. But carefully, I managed to quietly open the door. Snake! We're being compromised! Isn't it hilarious how easily I can just close the door again? Sweat is slowly pouring down my body, quicker and harder than any monsoon. She, the mysterious artist, is now standing on the other side of the door. Not as weird, considering this is her home, but why has she come back so soon? Why is she always in such a hurry? Calm down. See calm down. Calm. She's aside. And she saw you, but it isn't the end of the world. I've got it! What type of snap was that? I can jump out the window. It's only the top floor and I can fly away. Yes, fly away. What am I saying? An adrenaline rush isn't letting me think clearly. My mind is foggy, and it feels like my thoughts are at odds with each other. You can just run out the door down the stairs. That's always an option. You don't recognise her. I doubt she recognises you very much. On one hand, there's a chance that she's the culprit of the malevolent email. God, I am not an English student. I do not know a lot of these words very well. If that's the case, then she won't think it's weird that I'm here and we can talk it through. On the other hand, she might not have anything to do with that, and it'll look like I'm a common thief who sneaks into my victim's home, leaving pencils for them. I'll have to take everything into careful consideration. In some places, they take me out back and shoot me for being there. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, I'm not waiting a minute. I've got an idea. Yes, an idea. It isn't a good one. I know, but it's better than trying to fly away. That's good enough for me. Actually, I don't even know if it'll help me. But it's already too late. I have to try. I take a deep breath and release it. And then brace myself to speak quickly enough that the artist won't have a chance to respond until I'm done. Hello, in the name of freedom! Haha, this is the second floor, not the third floor, right? You commies sure build weird houses. In America, we build real houses in the real first floor, none of the ground floor crap. And why you gotta call this ground floor anyway? It's got a bloody proper floor, don't it? Who even calls it that? Speak American, why don't you? No hard feelings, right? I come in peace. Don't you worry, I'm from America, and America is the gospel of the new world. This hurts me being an Australian. As long as you believe in freedom, so too will I believe in you. Everything is American at heart. Hallelujah, praise Jesus. If you exist, America will come to for you. Freedom is just like real American hamburgers everywhere. Every man, woman, and child of the world that isn't the freedom-hating baby Jesus killing terrorist foreign kebab and feel the power of freedom in his or her heart is a child of America, a brother in arms. Won't you all let the brother into your house, your castle, my castle? Ain't that all your Mexicans always say? Ha 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 ha. God bless this country, little girl, and God bless you. Ha ha ha. The girl's overwhelmed by my pseudo-patriotic spirits. Takes a couple of steps backwards, speechless. She doesn't scream, just asks who I am. I decide to really get the character and speak with the composure of a true American hero, and the grace of one of the founding fathers of the Constitution. Remember my name, little girl, cause I am the saying at once. My name's John. John Mackenzie. I just get smacked in the back of the head. Let suddenly go off, and I opt to take the opportunity to run down the stairwell and flee like a hillbilly is taking pot shots at me. I would love to stay. That's the miracle. It was thanks to the soul of Benjamin Franklin I summoned by my patriotism, who's then destroyed the electrical system. Sadly, that wasn't it. It was thanks to the automatic timer on the apartment that turns off the porch lights after several minutes to conserve energy. Wasn't part of my plan, but I ran with it anyway. What I'm focused on right now is escaping as quickly as possible. I'm running out of time. After all, soon the lights will turn on again and boom! Thief! It's not what a girl sounds like. I knew it. I wasn't supposed to be the good guy. How did it turn out like this? And why did I ever think pretending to be American was a good idea? At least I managed to get some distance, I guess. I'm cursing my bad luck when I hear the sound of an elevator moving. Must be that girl trying to catch me. How fast does the elevators move here? I'm already bad at improvising, but I'm even worse under pressure. Swing! I stumbled a couple of times on my way down the stairs. You don't fall down, it might be quicker. That's just the risk one takes when jumping down 5 steps at a time, though. It's always fun to do, though, isn't it? Isn't it? How unfortunate that my fear became a reality. Right before I could sprint out of the building, the elevator arrives at the bottom. There's no other way to escape. The building is narrow, and each floor only has an elevator, a set of stairs, and 2 apartments. I could try to push my way out, but I don't want an assault charge on me too, which would happen considering my awful luck. I decided to run back up the flight of stairs when one of the apartment doors behind me opens, revealing one of its other residents. Hey, what was that scream just now? Came from upstairs, is everything alright? While the distracted tenant goes up the stairs, I take the opportunity to sneak into his apartment before he returns. Just put into another apartment. You're not helping yourself here, buddy. Yes, I'm sneaking into another apartment, so what? Ha ha ha. Who even cares at this point? I've been having a brain fart for way too long now. I can't think. I throw into the apartment and push aside the curtains, concealing the glass doors, to the balcony and walk onto it. There doesn't seem to be anyone else in the apartment, and I can't come up with another way to escaping anyhow. Shrouded by my darkness, I search for some way to make my exit via the balcony. The apartment is only on the 2nd floor, so I'm safe to jump down, but I'd prefer to just climb down, you know, a lot nicer, using a lower floor's barred window. I make sure that I fall is less than 3 feet, and I'm out! I'm free! Surprisingly, my escape went smoother than expected. It's almost too easy. I can't believe it as I caress my right leg. I expected it to ache from the pressure of that jump. Thankfully, everything seems fine and I'm totally unharmed. I stop wasting time and begin running, overjoyed the whole way home. Everything happened so fast, I tried to convince myself that it was all just a bad dream, and tomorrow I'll forget about it. For some reason though, I can't stop laughing. Whew. Okay. That is a 25-minute, and that was a packed full chapter 2. Whoa. We have met some characters. 4 characters to be precise. Well, we've seen 4 characters. We've met a bit more than 4 characters, since that was technically the neighbour, and I'm sure there was someone else. But chapter 2, I wonder how many chapters there are in this. I wonder how long this will take for me to complete. It has been a joy to play this game. Part 3, that is. I hope people watch it. Because frankly, I did a pretty good job there. And you always better appreciate my hard work. Hard work and playing a game and reading in funny voices. You all better appreciate me having fun. And subscribe, like my video, do that jazz, you know. Helps me out a lot, especially since I'm only on 25 subscribers. You know, it does help. But enough about me. The game's amazing. Keep tuned, I'll probably post another one next week. So until then, goodbye. Goodbye. I shouldn't have to say anything after goodbye. What a game. 25 minutes.